come and easy go. You're an unfading star.
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is 𝕎𝕙𝕒𝕚, but you can also call me 𝕼𝕕𝕚. Also, before we get into this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Maybe leave a comment down below if you have some comments to share. Anyway, let's get right into the video. Alright, hi guys, it's 𝕼𝕕𝕚, as you can all tell. I said that already, I don't know why I said that again. But in today's video, I'm doing a training time, just a simple little just talk session while I do some races, I guess. So yeah, it's gonna probably be a little bit of a short one, but that's okay. So I wanted to talk about what my channel is going to be going through in the next year and the BDEC, just because, you know, we've said we were going to talk about that, and Ellie, it's okay. I'm not announcing anything. I know she's texted me a couple of times and like, are you going to talk about the BDEC? Are you going to announce anything without me? Don't worry, I'm not going to announce anything without you. So you guys are going to have to sit tight a little longer. I know it's been like a month since we said we were going to like release it, but it's more realistic for us to not release it for now, and I hope you guys understand that. Also, I'm having to do a voiceover. I filmed this footage of me racing and it literally did not record the audio. I am so upset about that. My boyfriend is literally coming in like 20 minutes, so I have limited time to talk to you guys, but that's okay. No harm in doing it over again, right? Hold on, I have to sneeze. Okay, no, it's not coming. Alright, okay, we're good. Anyway, so today I wanted to talk about where my channel is going to be going in the next year and what we are going to be seeing on the 𝕎𝕙𝕒𝕚𝕚 page. So, I've been thinking about bringing Nate into my storyline. Don't quote me on that, but I'm probably going to bring him in around June, maybe earlier than that. I'm not sure. Depends on how my storyline goes. Yeah. So just stay tuned for if that actually happens. I don't know for sure. I've talked to him about it. He seems to want to have a part in my storyline, even though it's more of a me thing. I am going to make that very clear. This is my channel, not his. So, I am the YouTube star, and I kind of want to make the decisions on this channel. I do make the decisions on this channel. I wanted to say that way, so sorry, Nate. Anyway, I am going to be, as you could see, I took a little bit of a slower approach to YouTube just because things have been so busy lately on a real life end. I have work, school, a horse to take care of. It's just been hectic as all get out. So it's gonna be a lot easier when we move Will. Yes, we are moving my horse to a place where I don't have to do chores 6 times a month, so that's good. And so whenever I go out to see my horse, I see him to ride him, not to do chores, which is good because I like that. Also, I've had midterm exams this month, so that was fun. I passed all of them, so that's not really a concern. Don't worry, guys. I'm not a flunking student most of the time. Sometimes I do have a little bit of a stretch where like I won't do work because I'm so burnt out, and I do think I'm going through a burnout period. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, I wasn't even posting a YouTube video for a while, and it's not because I'm in a burnout period. It's really because I needed to take a step back and organize my RP, get rid of a few horses in my storyline, and just kind of start fresh from there. I'm not the type of person to just get rid of my storyline. I mean, if you think about it, I play Animal Crossing, and every time the world just would not go well, or Minecraft for example, I just delete the world and start over again. And that's honestly surprising that I don't do that with my RP. I have thought about it a couple of times, but I really like my storyline, and this storyline has been going on for like years now, so I don't want to change it. I don't want to evolve it, and I think I'm gonna just, oh, fuck, okay, yes, I do want to evolve this storyline, if you know what I mean, but I don't want to like just start over, because there's no point in doing that. Like, if you start, I get people who start over and have like Instagram pages and they don't really have YouTube, but when you have YouTube, it's hard to start over because people see that you are in a place and sometimes they don't watch like newer videos, so they're like, okay, what is this? So I don't want to change it. So right now I have Malibu, Sam, Blaze, Will, Cash, Aurora, and Jasper. Those are my RRP horses that I have. I will announce the ones that have left in my video on Saturday. Some of you already know that because of Instagram. Instagram is a great tool. You should definitely download it and go follow me at 𝕎𝕙𝕒𝕚𝕚, all lowercase letters. And I just really needed some time to get my storyline in check and really know what I wanted to do. If that makes sense, because real life was crazy. Alright, I'm going to take more of a darker approach now to this video, and that is just because I have some things I need to say. I wrote out this whole like document of like what I had to say, so, and I'll kind of break it down when I go back to it, but for now I'm just gonna read it out and tell you guys what I've said, because I posted it on Instagram the other day and I got a lot of love from it, so thank you guys for being here for me. I have a great army of supporters and I really appreciate every single one of you for that. And for my family, any family members who have reached out and are watching this video right now, I really appreciate all of you and what you have done for me in my life. So here we go. This is going to take a bit of a sadder turn, so I'm just gonna put a viewer's discretion right now. I do talk about mental health in this, and I also talk about skipping meals. So please, if this is going to upset you, please do not watch the rest of this video. Anyway, let's get right into it. I've taken a bit of a learning curve. While it's been hard, it's also been good for me. I give up too easily. I've skipped meals. I've seen another version of myself in the mirror who isn't me, even though other people just see me. They think I'm okay when I'm really overwhelmed and I'm sad, I'm anxious, I've done things I regret, and I called out of work too many times, and school as well. I just feel so guilty, like I've screwed up. Maybe it's just the time of year or the age that I'm at, but growing up is scary. I don't really want to move out. I'm scared. I have lived in these walls for so long, like a part of my past is still there. All of the feelings I've ever expressed just soak into the walls of what makes me, me. The world we live in right now is scary with Gaza and Israel and even the Ukraine war still. Like, what? How is that still happening? It's not all pleasant, yet I still want to be here. I want to leave my mark on the world like everyone else, even after all of us die and move on. People eventually forget we exist. That's okay, because I was here and I made it good while it lasted. I just want to feel like I'm good enough for it. I am, even though I still feel like the world of my room is caving in on me. All I wanted to do as a child was grow up. Nothing about being a child was nice. I mean, some parts were, but my trauma made it hard. And now all I ever want to do is go back and just be a child again, because it's harder than I thought it was. I was put into survival situations from the age of 2 to 16, and even though it's okay, the scars are now a part of me. It haunts me. In reality, if I think about it, I think that's what makes me so strong, is being able to see what hurts and why, and being able to express those overwhelming feelings to process them. For so long, getting out of bed was so hard, but now I'm not going to chase what I loved and felt in the past, and love and cherish what I have right in front of me now. I don't have to completely heal that broken, scared little girl inside, but I probably won't give her that clarity anyway. I have so many questions for people who have hurt me and done things I can't even fathom, but they happened. They were real. But that's okay, because it's about what I take from it and move on with it stronger and better. Get knocked down 7, get up 8. Who knows where life will go from here, but I'm sure there's a light at the end of the tunnel, even though it seems so dark and lonely right now. Okay, so that's what I wrote, and it is pretty deep, so I just want to kind of break it down and say that my mental health hasn't been doing the greatest, just because, you know, I look at myself in the mirror, like I've said in this, and I see myself as being fat, and, you know, I'm not saying that word to call other people fat or say that I look bad or anything. I just think I do sometimes, and looking at myself in the mirror and being self-conscious about my body is something that's so surreal to a lot of people, even though my brain may not realize it in the moment. And I'm sorry if you have skipped meals or felt this way too. I'm in the same boat, sis, and I hope you get the help that you need. And honestly, I'm glad that I'm able to talk about it because, you know, on social media, a lot of us like to show the good parts about ourselves, which is great. But I like being transparent and saying, you know, I'm not doing so great at the moment. I'm not doing so hot, you know, because we're not perfect. I'm not perfect. My videos may seem perfect, but that's because I put a lot of work into them, and behind the scenes, there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that goes into them, I promise. Honestly, if you're thinking about starting an RRP channel, I say go for it, but I will say it takes a lot of work and time and effort to really keep up with it if that's what you want to do. Also, just the thought of growing up, like, this is my last year of high school. That is so hard to fathom, and growing up is scary. I've literally had a mental breakdown about it the other night. Yeah. Anyway, I literally was crying to Nate, being like, I do not want to move out of this house. I have grown up in this house since I was 3. The backyard is sentimental. My bedroom is sentimental. All of these walls inside of this house have seen what I've gone through. Like, this house means so much to me, even though, like, one day I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go and do something else. And also, I want to say I used to be very opposed to college, but I think I may do 2 years of community college, and I think that's where I'm gonna go next. And I think that's gonna be a big break for me, because I am not ready to just, like, completely grow up yet, if you know what I mean. It's a scary place, and if you're in high school getting out, I want to know what you have to say or feel. I also want to talk about some trauma that I've gone through over the years. I will do a more in-depth storyline on my abusive ex-relationship, and that's because I want to spread awareness about it, because it was pretty harsh to go through, okay? This relationship was so mentally toxic and abusive. This guy would always tell me I was in the wrong, and I felt like I was never right. And it was very mentally taxing all the time. Something I would do would always be wrong. I would never be perfect. And I would always try to just tiptoe on eggshells. And you should never do that in a relationship. If you feel like you have to tiptoe around this person, leave them, please. It is only going to get worse from there. And I cannot stress that enough. But also, I dealt with a lot of, like, family issues. Like, my mom wasn't around all the time, and Mom, if you're watching this, I love you, and I'm so glad that you are still here today. But there were times where on the news that I wouldn't know if it was my mom that overdosed or got into a drug fight or went to jail, because it was hard. She was not here for most of my childhood, which is very hard for me to unpack sometimes, and I blame her for that, and I shouldn't, and I'm sorry, Mom, that I do blame you for that sometimes. But in reality of it, like, what goes on behind the scenes of these creators' YouTube channels, it's not always the prettiest thing. We are real life people, and we go through so many things, and if you're going through something, tell somebody. Because keeping it to yourself is one of the worst things you can do to yourself. And if you just want to be anonymous and talk about it in the comments or DM me on my Instagram, I am all ears and I'm willing to listen to anything anybody has to say, because I do not want you guys to feel alone. Because feeling so alone to the point where you feel like nobody hears you is so hard. Anyway, I feel like that's what I've wanted to say in this video, and I thank you guys for being here and just supporting me along this YouTube journey. There are more RRPs to come, don't worry. I'm not putting a schedule on what I post just because for my own mental health. When I put a schedule on things, I get too fixated on the YouTube video and nothing else gets done. Like school is like under that, and friends, and like my social life just goes down the drain. And me and Nate have fights over it. So I've just decided to slow down a little bit and do it at my own pace. And when a video comes out, okay? I'm not gonna promise anything anymore. So I'm glad I could get this training time out when I could. I hope you guys like it, and I hope it works for you guys. I just want to say thank you for almost 2,000 subscribers. Also, I'll be posting an RP 2 times a month max. 3 times maybe, 4 in a good month, I guess. I want to do more training time videos as well because I think they're fun. I love them. Absolutely love them. But yeah, that's all I have to say for you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.
It's like